Hello and welcome to the movie quiz. I am your host, Chris Mann Nelson, and in just a couple of minutes, you and I will be embarking together on a trivia odyssey through 36 film trivia questions, puzzles, all kinds of fun stuff. Tonight is game 4 of season 10. It's all about mystery rounds. Tonight is our mystery rounds game. I've done one per season. The last 2 seasons, this is our third one, where every round will have seemingly disparate trivia that will actually be tied together in some way, and you'll have to figure out how. Now, if you are watching on Wednesday nights, this is pre-taped, but the game is completely interactive. If you're watching on Wednesday night, it is completely interactive. All you have to do is go to play.themoviequiz.com and you will get in the game. You just enter your team name. Don't worry about your email. You can enter your email if you want like updates and stuff, but otherwise just hit join game and you will do that. You will join the game. Now, joining us tonight for our mystery game, I've got 2 guests. I'm very excited. They've both been here before. My first guest, she's been here tons. She's always great. You know her from work like Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt and Greener Grass. Please welcome Lauren Adams. Lauren is here.
Hi.
Hello.
Thanks for having me back.
Are you ready to get mysterious, Lauren? Do you like?
I think so. You know, I'm a scaredy cat. I think
there's
Greener
nothing
Grass
actually
is scary.
To me, oddity absurdity is the scariest thing, which kind of brings me to your co-guest today, Lauren.
Which I think his stuff is scary. I just don't want
to. His stuff very much scares me. Please welcome. He's a meditation guru. He's a coffee aficionado, and he is just a genius filmmaker. Please welcome Mr. David Lynch. David Lynch is here. Mr. Lynch, how are you?
Mr. Lynch, hi.
Good morning. It's March 29, 2023. And if you can believe it, it's the movie quiz once again.
Wow.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful to have you back.
Today,
Mr. Lynch.
I was thinking about the song Fade Into You by Mazzy Star.
Mazzy Star. Yeah. That's on
you were just thinking about it.
I do these little videos every single day where I tell people the weather and the date and what I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
And that's real.
That is real. David Lynch really does do that every day. Thank you, Mr. Lynch.
Oh my God. So Mr. Lynch, what does mystery mean to you?
Mystery is sort of like a dream, and a dream is sort of like fishing, in that you've got to wait for the right one to come along, and then you got to catch it. And that's your dream, and that's your idea, and that's you, and that's the mystery of life.
I love it.
Hey, Chris, how you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm good, Mr. Lynch. Did you just realize I was here?
No, I've known it was you.
Okay.
The whole time. I've known exactly what's going on.
No mysteries, no confusion there. So, Mr. Lynch, Lauren, are you guys ready to get this into in-game mode?
I think we're ready.
Let's do it.
Affirmativo.
It's radiating from David Lynch's chest.
I gotta do TM. Maybe I'll be more delightful.
I have never missed a meditation.
Our first mystery round tonight is mystery category Uno. The way it's going to work, the way all of these are going to work for the most part, is you're going to answer 7 questions. There's 8 questions per round in TMQ for the most part. There's a couple of outliers there, but you'll answer 7 questions. And then for the 8th one in the mystery game, you're going to figure out what ties them all together. What is the glue that holds them together? It could be in the question. It could be in the answer. It could just be sort of general. It could be about the movies themselves. It could be outside the movies. Okay, so it's lots of different ways, lots of different connective tissue. All right, so here we go. Let's jump in to our first question. Hang on. Made famous by Alan Alda on the small screen. We did TV last week, kind of keeping it rolling. What actor originated the role of Benjamin Franklin Hawkeye Pierce in Robert Altman's film MASH? Was it Elliot Gould, Donald Sutherland, Tom Skerritt, or Robert Duvall? All these guys in the movie.
This has nothing to do
Whoa.
with this question, but one time I sat Donald Sutherland in a restaurant and I went to hand him the menu and he just went,
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And then took it from me. I was like, so he's my pick. So he's my pick for that.
Well, maybe he knew something. Maybe he saw the future because Lauren, you're right. He was Hawkeye.
Wow.
He was Hawkeye Pierce. It worked. I'm surprised he wasn't doing his Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Maybe he was a pod person. That's just his aged pod person growl. All right. Question number 2. What trigger-happy title character racked up 4 sequels over 17 years? Those sequels being Magnum Force, The Enforcer, Sudden Impact, and The Deadpool. Looking for the name of the title character. He's a title character for the first film he was in. Then he had these 4 sequels over the course of 17 years.
I don't know if you know this, Chris. I was actually in line to direct Deadpool with Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, really? Were you really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I was. I was attached to the project, and I said I want every character to be played by Laura Dern. And they said, we'll get back to you. And then cut to years later, the movie comes out, and she's not in it at all.
not a single character is Laura Dern, but she was in The Last Jedi, and you were originally supposed to direct Return of the Jedi. So maybe
that's true.
I feel like maybe you manifested something there with your dream fish with that one
somehow.
All right, so your answer here is it's Dirty Harry. Dirty Harry is the one who had all of these. You can see Clint Eastwood just getting older and more conservative as these go on. He's just a very grumpy elderly man already.
You can see how we got to the chair speech.
The chair, yeah. There's a direct through line from this to the chair here.
Yeah,
the empty chair. Question number 3. In 1999, Jake Gyllenhaal starred in a movie version of Homer Hickham's memoir, but Universal thought women wouldn't see a movie called Rocket Boys, so they jumbled the letters and landed on this title.
It's weird you don't get Bubble Boy from an anagram of that, but it's Bubble Boy.
It's got to be Bubble Boy.
Jumbled letters.
What a strange thought too, that like women will never see a movie called Rocket Boys. You guys, do you have any guesses?
Sober.
You're not. You got the Ober. You got the Ober part. And Mr. Lynch, you're gonna love. Look who's on. It's October Sky.
Oh my gosh, it's your girl.
There she is.
Oh my God.
Did you see this one?
Oh my God,
Mr. Lynch.
I no, I haven't. No. But I made Laura call me on the phone and tell me what happens in it.
Did she do that a lot? Just recount her movies and other movies that a
couple of actresses who I work with often do that to me. Like I made Naomi Watts call me and tell me what happens at the end of King Kong. I was like,
it's too long. It's too long. You can't get through that.
It was very long.
Question number 4. Brad Pitt has made 4 war films. The World War II set Inglourious Bastards, Allied and Fury, as well as 2017's War Machine, set during the U.S.'s invasion of which of these countries? Afghanistan, Grenada, Iraq, or the Philippines?
Man, I'm bad at history and movies, so like this is a double no for me.
This is not fair.
This is a double no for me. I have no good guess. Mr. Lynch, did you go to Laura Dern to any of these places?
Yeah, I was thinking if they made a movie about Grenada, it probably had to happen in real time. That thing was so short.
It was very short.
We
It was
weren't
a
there for
very
long.
a very short conflict. But the answer here was not a short conflict. It's Afghanistan. It's set. War Machine is set during the U.S. invasion of Afghanistan. And now we're about halfway through this round. Remember to take notice of the questions, the answers, see what connective tissue there might be.
Oh my God, I haven't been paying attention to that at all. If it's not Laura Dern, David and I are leaving.
Totally out there.
That's what I say when I go to most movies.
Question number 5. Zach Gottsagen, co-star of The Peanut Butter Falcon, made history in 2020 as the first person with what genetic disorder to present at the Academy Awards?
I do know the answer to this one because I did see this film and watch the Oscars.
Yeah, I remember. I haven't seen the film. I do remember him being there. I don't want to say who he was with because that might remind people, might tip the hand a little bit.
Don't tip it.
I used to order the Peanut Butter Falcon every day when I went to Bob's Big Boy.
What's in that?
I was just about to tell you. It's a peanut butter flavored milkshake that comes in like it kind of looks like the top half of a wooden, you know how these you could get like a wooden eagle, you know what I mean? And
yes.
It's like the top opens up like this, and then you grab the wings and then you pour it down your
just in one. You like
a it's like a trophy. It's exactly.
Exactly.
It's like drinking from the Stanley Cup, sort of.
And I feel like a champ every time I drink it. I tell you.
All right, so Lauren, you remembered this, right? What is the condition?
It's Down syndrome. Yeah,
it's Downs. Yeah, Down. I also found out that this. I always thought it was strictly called Downs syndrome, but now it's like been renamed as Down, like with no possessive.
Yes,
I did not know that. But I think either is acceptable. So I will also accept that as the answer. All right, question number 6. Joan Cusack plays Debbie Jelinski, a Black Widow murderer who marries which character but can't seem to kill him off in Addams Family Values? What character does she marry? She is she's someone who marries wealthy men, kills them off, Black Widow murderer.
Right.
You know that scene in Working Girl where Joan Cusack says, "Coffee, tea, me"? Every time I watch that movie, I yell at the screen, "Coffee, please!"
You never get it.
Did you get to the end of that one, though? Or did Laura have to help you out with that?
That one I finished because Harrison Ford is so charming.
He is so charming. He's so charming. I just watched Shrinking. I just watched all of Shrinking.
I gotta watch.
Do you have Apple TV Plus, Mr. Lynch?
I do. I do have it. I enjoy the morning show.
Yeah.
Sure. It's very popular.
That's it. That's all. I like that. And Slow Horses. I like the British Spies.
So your answer here is Uncle Fester. It's Uncle Fester.
I knew this because I am an Addams. So.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you are an Addams. All right. Question number 7. What high adrenaline profession does Kevin Bacon's character have in the film Quicksilver? You got a multiple choice here. Is he a whitewater rafting instructor, an astronaut, a New York City bike messenger, or a downhill skier?
I mean, I feel like the title doesn't go with any of these personally. I want him to be a surfer, but is that just because of the brand Quicksilver?
I mean, it could. Yeah, that's like a wetsuit, right?
Yeah, sure. That sounds right to me.
I'm stumped.
All right. Well, let's get you unstumped, Mr. Lynch. He is a bike messenger. He's a bike messenger weaving in and out of traffic. Look, you can tell by the DVD cover there how fast he's going.
I have another I have another story, I have another restaurant story where Kevin Bacon at a restaurant I worked at, one time, one of the busboys brought me, they said like this was left on this under this table and it was Kevin Bacon's license. He and Kira had dined there that night. And so I had to like call the number and be like, we have Mr. Bacon's license. He came and got it. They were very nice. There you go.
He seems like a nice guy.
They didn't grunt at me like Donald Sutherland.
Wait, I have a Kevin Bacon story too. For if we could for a second.
Of course, yes, please.
It's not really. I guess it's not directly about him, but it's more about the strength of their marriage. So, many years ago, I attended the Fox upfronts at the time when Kevin Bacon was doing The Following on Fox.
Oh, sure.
And his band played a long set at the upfronts. And for the whole time, Kira Sedgwick was in the front row dancing like it was the end of the world.
She loved it.
So supportive.
Which I thought was very beautiful. I was touched by it.
Loves those Bacon Brothers. It was the Brothers band, right? Was it that?
It was the Bacon Brothers.
The Bacon Brothers band.
Sorry, I didn't mean to give
don't slight that other Bacon.
Kevin Bacon's brother.
All right, and your final question of the round. It's time to solve the mystery. What do these questions have in common? Hopefully you're paying close enough attention. I'm going to give you a couple extra seconds before I start the timer so that you can rack your brain about the questions that we've had so far. We had a question about MASH. We had a question about the Addams Family, War Machine, Peanut Butter Falcon. Starting that timer now.
They all have the letter A in them.
Lauren.
Sorry, I know we're not supposed to shout out answers.
Yeah, seriously, that's they all use letters.
All
right, do either of you have guesses for this one?
I thought it was an animal thing, but it doesn't seem to be that.
You're on the right. You're not that far off. The answer is all the questions had Marvel characters in the clue. Hawkeye, Deadpool,
oh my God,
Rocket, as in Rocket Raccoon, War Machine, Falcon, Black Widow, and Quicksilver. Those are all Marvel characters.
They did.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, they did.
Oh my God.
They absolutely. Did I? Mr. Lynch, you've blown my mind so many times. Did I just blow your mind?
Yes.
Wow.
What an honor to repay.
I didn't see this.
You didn't see it coming.
It's by me.
All right, so check your scores, or if you're playing later, not on game night, tally up your scores, see how you did, and I guess let me know. I don't know. All right, so let's keep it rolling into our second round. In honor of Mr. Lynch here, I'm bringing back my picture round called Eraser Heads, where I erase the face of a famous celebrity in a movie. I take their face out and put the little Photoshop. There's nothing here checkerboard pattern behind it. So I'm going to show you all of these at once. For all of these, you're going to name the actor. I need you to name the actor. Don't name the movie. Don't name the character. Name the actor whose face has disappeared. You'll see them all show up and make sure you put them in the right order. All right. So there's 8 of them. Well, 7 of them. And then you answer the mystery, figure out what ties all these characters together, what their common thread is. So I'm going to give you about 4 minutes to get this done here. Let me pull this up. You're going to see this over here. You're also going to see it on game night embedded in your answer sheet. All right. So here it is. You got 7 missing heads and figure out what ties them together. Starting the 4-minute timer now.
I'll give you a little behind the scenes of Eraserhead, Chris. Initially, the movie was called Eraser Hands, and it was all about a guy who had erasers, like giant erasers for hands, and most of the movie was about him trying to pick up food, but he couldn't do it because of the erasers for hands.
Because of
kind of just like, and then it like gets almost to his mouth, and then whoop, there it goes again.
Like actually, I thought you were saying
rotisserie chicken.
Is that where is that sort of where the weird looking chicken baby thing grew out of? Was that sort of a vestigial from that draft? I thought
That
you
was
meant
the only thing the studio let us keep from that first idea.
was a little chicken baby. I
They
thought you were
said we
saying.
like the chicken.
I thought you were saying he was. You're saying he was his challenge was literally picking up food. I thought you meant he was like going to, like, pick up his orders. But I guess that would be challenge.
You know,
Yeah, like
that would be hard for him too.
Yeah, nothing because you got to drive there, maybe.
You couldn't hand it to him.
Or if he's taking the subway, he's got to operate his he's got to manipulate his Metro card.
But he might be able to do the tap. He might be able to, if you said it today, he could tap.
Yeah, the new thing.
Yeah, for sure.
The Omni, is that what it's
Omni. 12 rides. Your 13th is free.
I would love if you could get that voiceover
free
gig.
Subway ride. You're welcome.
I'm just making this full screen for everyone playing at home so they could see it a little more closely. How do you guys? We're coming up on 2-minute warning here. Just about 2 minutes left in the round. Do you guys know?
I know who some of the actors are, and that's making me feel not bad.
Okay.
Do I know the theme? No.
I will. I'll give a little bit of a clue because maybe that last one was. Maybe that last one was hard. The theme was hard. This theme revolves around the characters.
Okay.
So I'm asking you for the actors, but the theme revolves around the characters.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
I gotta say,
like the little glasses on number 6.
I was just gonna. You and I are on the same dreamwave, Mr. Lynch. I was just about to say that was fun to shop out the little glasses, keep them intact. All right, we're coming up on just about a minute left. Just about a minute left to get those answers in. Don't forget to hit submit. We've had some teams in the last couple of weeks with this all at once picture round who forgot to hit submit and they missed out on like 6 to 8 points. My suggestion to you guys is if you know like 5 or 6 and you've got those filled out and you're working on like 2, hit submit anyway, because you can always add to it. Make sure that you bank the ones that you've got. Make sure you bank the ones that you know for sure, because you can always hit submit again and it will refresh it with the updated info that you typed in. You could always resubmit. All right.
I have a bad guess for the theme.
All right. We're coming into the last 15 seconds here.
I have a wrong guess.
Timer's obscuring the what is the theme of this round, but I think
we've said it enough times.
So what which ones do you guys know? Which of the faces do you know?
I know one.
You could say it. You could shout it out.
Cate Blanchett.
Mm-hmm.
I think 2 is Tom Cruise.
It is from Jerry Maguire.
Is 3 Anna Kendrick?
No, that's Pam Grier.
Oh, Pam Grier. I was in the wrong airport movie. I don't know who 4 is.
Is that Keanu?
That's Keanu, yeah.
Okay, great. 5 is Halle Berry.
5 is Emma Stone in Cruella.
Oh, Cruella. Oh man, that's bad. I should not have mixed those up. 6, I don't know.
It's John Turturro. It's
yeah!
Turturro. It's Turturro and Barton Fink. And then you've got
7 is Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan in Creed.
In Creed.
And you've got Tar, Jerry Maguire, Jackie Brown, John Wick, Cruella, Barton Fink, and Creed.
So my guess that it was that the characters were the name of the movie is right.
They are the title characters. Yeah, they're all of these are titular characters. Tar, Jerry Maguire, Jackie Brown, John Wick, Cruella. I'm wondering on game night if anyone's going to fall into a trap thinking that's Glenn Close, because that's the tricky part. Turturro as Barton Fink and Michael B. Jordan as Creed. So nicely done. Tally up your scores, see how you did, and let's keep rolling into our lightning round. Lightning round is it's usually 4 points, 4 questions, but for tonight, because it's a mystery round, it's 4 and then the mystery. There is a unifying theme to the answers in this round. So you can type, you don't have to get all of them to get points. You get points for whatever ones you know, but you got to put them in order. You got to put them in the right order, 1 through 5. All right. So this one's going to be a little long because it's 4 individual questions. So here we go. Your lightning round. Question number 1. What character played by Renee Zellweger achieves her dreams of fame when she's put on trial for murder? Question number 2. What private eye played by Humphrey Bogart search for the Maltese Falcon? Looking for the character name there. 3. What is the Pink Panther in the 1963 movie of the same name? What is the Pink Panther? Number 4. What group of teens bond during their Saturday morning detention in a 1986 movie? And number 5. What is the theme of this round?
I'll tell you, I read Bond is boned. Just want to be honest. Be honest.
I mean, you never. What group of teens boned during their Saturday morning detention in a 1986 movie? So I'm going to give everybody playing at home a little bit of time before I hit that timer. David, Lauren, what do you think? Which one of these do you know?
I know 1 and 4, and so I think I know the theme.
It might be enough. Just getting 2 of these might be enough to reverse engineer it a little bit too. I've seen
the Maltese Falcon, but I don't remember the name of it. I don't remember the name of the private eye.
All right. Well, I will reveal it very soon. As soon as time's up. All right. So let's what's number 1, Lauren, before I reveal them?
It's Roxy Hart.
Roxy Hart. So you got Roxy Hart, Sam Spade. The Pink Panther is a diamond, and you've got the Breakfast Club.
I did not know the theme. Nope. I was like, they all take place in Chicago.
Oh, that is a good guess, though. That based on those 2.
Yeah,
I
was like, sure, the Maltese Falcon could have taken place in Chicago. I don't know.
Absolutely. Yeah, why not? But yeah, you got Hart, Spade, Diamond, and Club there playing card suits. All right, so
good
everybody,
mystery theme, Chris.
What's that?
Good mystery theme. Some people might be
that was
like me. The Chicago, I don't know.
I thought Hart, and since you knew Hart and Club, it might be enough to get you there. Let's move along to our puzzle round. Our puzzle round, the beloved and behated puzzle round. I don't know if people like this or don't like it, but I keep going regardless. So this is that can be said. That's kind of that's kind of everyone's life, isn't it? I don't know if you like what I'm doing or hate it, but I just kind of got to keep going. All right. So this one is a Roman numerals puzzle. If you've ever played TMQ, you know how that works. I got an example here for you. This one's called Directors by the Numbers. So this is just an example of how the Roman numeral puzzle works. This one does not factor into the secret theme. All right. So the second of Martin Scorsese's 9 collaborations with Robert De Niro. So you got 2 words there. That's what the parentheses mean. And you got an 11, a 500, and a 4. So that would be Taxi Driver.
This is insane. Chris, the knowledge I need to have of films and Roman numerals. Usually I'm like, the puzzle round, it's a word puzzle, I'll be fine. No. Let's play.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm sure I'm getting so many angry comments in the chat on game night. But yeah, you got XI is 11, 500's D, IV is 4. So that's how it's gonna work for better or worse, whether you like it or not.
Great.
Here it comes. This is your first real question of this round. the second of 3 David Fincher, not David Lyncher, second of 3 David Fincher movies starring Brad Pitt.
This one I can get because I
2
do know
words
what
here.
the Roman numeral 1 is.
There you go. This always seems way more confusing than it always ends up actually kind of easy, I think. Because
we'll see.
If you know your Roman numerals at all, you can kind of figure it out. And remember, this is there's.
I just got it.
You just got it, David? What is it?
David?
I just got it.
What is it?
Thrill. Fight Club.
Fight Club.
It is Fight Club.
Yay!
You got you got the I there, and you got CL. CL is 150. And remember, there's going to be a theme that ties these movies together. So kind of make a mental note or write it down. Fight Club is your first answer. All right, question number 2. One of only 2 Michael Mann films based on a true story and his only straight up biopic. So he's Michael Mann's made a lot of movies, but only as far as my research could tell, only 2 based on a true story and only one that's really just a biopic.
I don't know.
Oh, I'm counting it down to yell it out.
Mr. Lynch is loving this one.
They're satisfying.
Go.
Ali.
Ali, it is. It's Ali.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
51. Just blank 51 is Ali. All right, question number 3. Question number 3. The most recent of Ridley Scott's 7 films. Michael Mann's only made 2. Ridley Scott, by my count, has made 7 films based on a true story. You got 3 words here, and most of them are blank. But at the end, you got 201. Let you think about that for.
I need to know what 200 is, and Chris, I just don't know.
It's hard. I know.
I could use the other ones to inform the last one. Yes, David, Mr. Lynch. I'm so impressed.
Okay. A lot riding on this one.
Get ready.
What are the stakes for you, Mr. Lynch?
House of Gucci.
It is House of Gucci.
Oh.
CCI.
It is CCI. I was like, it could be CCI. It is
CCI is 201. And House of Gucci co-starring this season's object of our graphics, Jeremy Irons. We're pumping irons. He is in House of Gucci, pumping irons on question number 3. Jeremy Irons will be mentioned in every game this season so far. We're 4 for 4 on pumping irons. All right, question number 4. Alan Parker's one and only film based on a Broadway musical. Lauren, I feel like musicals are your wheelhouse. I feel like you could figure this one out.
I need to use paper.
Yeah, paper does help for the.
Oh wait, I think I might have this one too.
Well, do you know what 6 is in Roman numerals?
I think I do.
It's VI.
Yes. What?
And so Mr. Lynch, do you know?
Is it Evita?
It is Evita. It is Evita.
Oh
there it is. Evita.
Yes. All those Twin Peaks writers' rooms with Mark Frost paying off with these puzzle rounds, buddy. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
He's the one that did all that stuff. All that labyrinthine story stuff with like the cave and shit.
The cave.
That wasn't me.
Lynch is wiping his hands of it.
But it rubbed off. It made its way over to your subconscious. You were sharing a dream. All right, question number 5. Most recent of Paul Thomas Anderson's 3 films set in 1970s Southern California. You got 2 words here. I'm sorry. 2 words. Starts with 51, 100, 100, and another 1.
I know this one.
This is true. Speaking of Southern California, you know what whenever people in interviews ask me what I think of LA, you know what I say?
What?
What's that?
I say, I love the vibrations.
That's a real thing that
That's
you say,
real?
Mr. Lynch?
It's a quote I've used more than once.
Is that like the tremors of the San Andreas Fault or
The
more
energy.
ethereal? Yeah.
I think it's the tremors. I think
Oh,
I
okay.
really respond to
You just
I
really like
respond to
the
impending doom.
Yeah.
So I feel like you guys both
Yeah.
knew this one.
This
so
movie
what,
made me exhausted. Everyone ran for so long. There was so much running. It's
There was
licorice
so much
pizza.
running.
It's
It's
licorice
licorice
There
pizza.
was a lot of running.
So much running.
there was
Let
so
them
much
stop.
running in this
You know,
movie.
my favorite thing about this movie, everybody's teeth. Everyone had, except Bradley Cooper, and it worked. Everyone had nice, natural, normal teeth, and we love to see
That's
that.
true. Yeah,
We
you
love
don't
that.
see that. You don't
The
see that.
teeth were
all
my
that
favorite
often.
part. I loved the teeth.
That
Mr.
should
Lynch,
be
I
on
feel like you
the-
can appreciate that. You love. You
I absolute as a lifelong smoker, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Good natural yellow teeth. Running, just running through Southern California. There was so much running in that movie.
A lot of running.
Question number 6. Curtis Hansen's second movie featuring a supporting turn from Kim Basinger. Did you got a first word a first thing there that's only one character, and then a second. 1001 and 50.
I don't know.
Are the gears? I'm looking at. Are the gears turning for you, Mr. Lynch?
Mr. Lynch, do you got it?
Not fast enough. I'm stumped.
It's all right. Well, 1001 is MI, and then 50 is L. So you've got 8 Mile. 8 Mile is your answer. Don't forget to be thinking about that. Don't forget to be thinking about that theme.
I've been thinking about it for one single second. I've been so stressed about the Roman numerals, Chris. Not once have I thought of the theme.
I know. It's a lot. I'm asking a lot of everybody.
I'm over here doing math. I don't.
And question number 7. This is your last regular question before the mystery theme. The second of 6 David Cronenberg films to get a Criterion Collection home release. It's the second one that it's not in the chronology of when they came out, but when they came out on Criterion. 6 Cronenberg
This is
movies.
my bro.
You guys, you know each other.
Cronenberg and I go way back. Way back. We used to sit in the parking lot of Bob's Big Boy in LA for hours.
Just
Neither
pounding
of us
Falcons.
had jobs.
Pounding
Pounding peanut butter
Falcons.
Falcons.
I almost said Maltese Falcons, but that's a different drink.
Yeah, that's something.
The
That's like
that's the malted version of it.
That's
Yeah.
the malt. Yeah, exactly. It's got ice cream.
Yeah, it is.
So, do you know this movie of your good friend David Cronenberg?
Starts
Videodrome. That's right. 6 and then 5 VID and then another D and an M. All right. And now we come to it. What is the mystery tying these films together? What ties all of these movies together? What do they have in common?
Chris is a jerk. That's what it is.
That is what it is. Yep, that's what it is. Here it is. There. I realized that I didn't have a cancelable question for once tonight, but I'm canceled for putting you all through this. All right. Do you guys have any guesses?
I got no guess.
There was like a dome and a pizza, and I was
I'm
like,
not
"We're
good at
doing
this.
shapes." I don't know.
We got we've the ones we got is Fight Club, that
Okay.
had meatloaf in it. Licorice Pizza had Alana Haim in it. 8 Mile with Eminem.
Eminem.
Videodrome
God.
had
Evita
Debbie
has
Harry.
Madonna.
Evita has Madonna. It's musicians in acting roles. Each one of these
Good
has
job.
a musician
I
acting.
literally couldn't think about it.
Oh my
I
god.
know that's true. That's a good point. That it's asking a lot. It's asking a lot of
Everyone
different.
else ace it, and it's gonna
You
just
got
be
to
the
partition. You got to partition the hard drive there for different styles of thought, I guess. All right. So I hope you aren't. I hope my two guests aren't too mad at me. I hope everyone at home is not too mad at me because we got our double points round coming up, and then our post credits blitz coming up. Plenty of opportunity for you to get some points. Catch up quick. Our double points here is called Mystery Mystery. For 1 point each, name the items in various pairs. So, and then all of it's going to come together somehow. I will say for the most part, the mystery lies in the questions itself, with one exception. Okay, so that's where you should focus for the most part. There's one exception. I won't say what it is because that'll tip the hand. All right, here we go. Question number 1. Which 2 actors received Academy Award nominations for their roles in Fargo? So we got 2 actors who were nominated for Fargo. Both nominated. Maybe one won and one didn't.
I know one. I think I know one.
Yeah. That's what I aim for with the double round, where there's like you should be able to get at least one.
Ben Affleck.
And so I'm gonna leave that open for a couple extra seconds because I feel like I was a little quick on the trigger with the timer there.
I just said it.
Well, who are they?
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck and Casey Affleck.
Well, I said it when you said I'm going to leave it up. Someone's going to sneak on in there.
It's Frances McDormand and William H. Macy.
You know what I did in my mind? Argo.
Oh, you did Argo. I thought you were joking. I thought you were joking.
Numeral still. I can't even read words. They boned in the Breakfast Club.
I've broken Lauren's brain. I've made it, but she got Daredevil that whole back in time.
I did get Daredevil. I was like, who won for Argo? Did Ben Affleck win? He won, right? Did he win?
No, there's an F. There's an F in there. It is Fargo, not Argo. And
I'm not okay. I need TM. Mr. Lynch.
All right, question number 2.
It's good.
What are the 2 comedy trilogies that feature both Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson? So there's 2 trilogies of comedies that have both these guys in all 3 installments.
Can I just say something?
Of course, please. Yeah,
I love him.
Oh yeah,
he makes me so happy. I love him.
What's your favorite Owen Wilson vehicle?
There's only one answer, Chris. Wedding Crashers. You got chill guy, you got anxious guy.
They're yeah,
so funny.
It's like they go down.
I like that.
You like that dynamic? You like that salty and sweet like a peanut butter falcon?
Oh, you know it.
The answer here is Meet the Parents. They're both in all 3 Meet the Parents movies, and they're both in all 3 Night at the Museum movies.
I haven't seen Night at the Museum, any of them, but I did know Meet the Parents.
First one is fun. They get less less good as time goes on. Question number 3. There are 2 notable deaths in the Simpsons movie. This real band and this unethical quack character voiced by Hank Azaria. There's 2 notable deaths in the one and only Simpsons movie. So I'm looking for the real band and the character voiced by Hank Azaria.
You know, I this reminds me of the voiceover work that I do on the Cleveland show.
Is that a real thing? Is that a real thing that you do, David Lynch?
Did you know that I voiced
you, David Lynch,
on the Cleveland show?
voice yourself.
Yeah.
did not know
Big
that.
time. I have done it like 20 times. It's very weird. It's extremely weird how often I've done that.
Are these like? Are you there for like a while? Is your
Are they whole
like?
episodes?
No, well, I always think it's going to be, and then I get cut down to like one scene.
Yeah.
Well,
You record a whole episode.
Yeah,
worth.
you go a lot. You
Yeah.
go on in the booth.
Well, what happens
Yeah.
is I keep giving them ideas. I keep going, well, you could also try this if you want to go a different way. Then it's something completely different.
Right. You're yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do as an actor.
With
You're supposed to give options.
Cleveland and his family could go to like a nightclub in a liminal space somewhere where there's a where there's like a chicken singing. All right, so the answer here is Green Day dies in the Simpsons movie, and so does Dr. Nick, which I guess they walked back. They like retconned it, but Dr. Nick is pretty dead in the movie itself, with that big piece of the dome landed on him. Question number 4. What are the 2 feature-length Pee Wee Herman movies that Paul Reubens made after Pee-wee's Big Adventure? Just looking for the titles of the 2 Pee Wee Herman movies that were follow-ups to Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Another one where the first one is great, and then there's also these 2.
Yeah. I think I probably know one. Your mystery round is holding strong. Ben Affleck.
It's Ben Affleck. One of the Pee Wee movies is Argo.
I cannot believe. I was like, who won for Argo?
I mean, I do believe that like any movie could be improved by Pee Wee Herman. Like Pee Wee Herman in Argo, absolutely.
It's a different film. Yeah.
Yeah, it's different, but
I'll see it.
Better, maybe even. I mean, it won Best Picture, but what could have won 2 Best Picture Oscars.
I knew Big Top, but I didn't know Big Holiday.
This is Pee Wee's Big Holiday is the one that was like just came out like 6 years ago.
That's right.
It was like pretty new. Yeah,
it was based on the Broadway show. Was it based on the Broadway show?
No. The because the Broadway show is interesting because it was like the Broadway show was like his whole act started as the Pee Wee Herman show, which was
at the Groundlings, right?
It was like at the Groundlings, and then he did it at like I think at the Whiskey, and that's what HBO shot, and it has like Cherry and some of them, and then he toned it down for the show for like the kids show and added a bunch of characters, and then the Broadway show from 2010 or whatever that was was like kind of an amalgam of the more adult Pee Wee Herman show and Pee Wee's Playhouse, but pretty fun. Pee Wee's Big Holiday is just like almost like a sort of a remake of Pee Wee's Big Adventure, which is just a road trip movie where he's trying to. It's funny though. He's like Joe Manganiello. Is that the guy's name? He's in it as himself, and like he and Pee Wee are like almost like in love. They meet each other, and he invites Pee Wee to his birthday party in New York, and that's why he's traveling. And it's honestly pretty good. All right, question number 5. Which successors to original Talk Soup or / The Soup host Greg Kinnear have bit parts in 2004's Spider-Man 2? So Greg Kinnear was the original host of Talk Soup, which became The Soup.
He was?
Yes, he was the original host, and had like a bunch of subsequent hosts, and two of them just by coincidentally are in Spider-Man 2. Which 2?
I know one. Again, which I think is the one everyone will know.
Does it involve a scene in an elevator? Is that?
I don't know who the scene is. I just know the host, and I assume that person is in Spider-Man 2.
Is it Ben Affleck?
No, it's Ben Affleck. Is that right? I assume it's Joel McHale.
One of them is Joel McHale, and the other
was going to guess that.
The other is Hal Sparks. Hal Sparks.
I don't know who Hal Sparks is.
He was like, I think the 3rd host of Talk Soup. It was like Kinnear. Yeah, Kinnear was the original host, and then it was I think John Henson, and then him and Aisha Tyler, and then it became The Soup, and then Mikhail, who's like got less hair there than he does.
We can do wonders.
Yeah.
We can do wonders.
He's like a Weasley bank manager in Spider-Man 2. Question number 6. What are the subtitles of the Netflix prequel and sequel TV series to Wet Hot American Summer that featured returning cast members, including Paul Rudd, Janine Garofalo, and Amy Poehler? So these 2 series were called Wet Hot American Summer blank. I'm looking for those. There were 2 different series that they made. Looking for the titles. Just the subtitles will do. You don't have to type out Wet Hot American Summer.
I love.
Do you guys know this? Do you guys know these?
I have like a dumb
I don't
guess,
remember.
but I don't remember what they were now. I have a dumb guess that feels like it could be right. Which is wetter, hotter, summer.
No, they were these 2 shows were called First Day of Camp and 10 Years Later. The first one was like a prequel, even though it was made like 20 years later, and everyone's like,
it's so funny that they're
so funny.
old.
Everyone's so much older. And it's supposed to be like 3 months earlier, and then the second one flashes forward 10 years. All right, and our last regular question before the mystery: name the 2 Best Picture Oscar winners. So 2 movies that featured Jeffrey Rush. There's 2 Best Picture winners that have Jeffrey Rush in them. And what are those?
Wow. You best start believing in Best Picture Oscar winners, Jeffrey. You're in 2.
Mr. Lynch, would you ever make a 6th entry into the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise?
I would. I would dredge up Keira Knightley's body, and she has to go through the whole thing just looking like a corpse.
Dredge up?
I would dredge it up from the bottom of the ocean floor, and Johnny Depp would be in there, no makeup, just like you.
Just Johnny.
Well, however he showed up to set that day, that's
Benny and June. Johnny
Sparrow.
Depp is what you're saying.
Yes, very much so.
See,
here's
where my brain got confused. You said Keira Knightley, who is in the Pirates movies, but you also told us a story before about Kira Sedgwick, and so I thought you were going to put Kira Sedgwick and maybe the Bacon Brothers, band could be in the next Pirates movie.
Yeah, they go back to Tortuga, and the Bacon Brothers are the house band.
Yyep, they're playing turtle shells. I love it.
Yeah, they got like a calypso
turtle. Chris, I think I know the answer to this one.
Oh, what is it, Lauren? Tell me.
Shakespeare in Love for sure.
Yes.
And did the King's Speech win?
Yes, you got them both. Yes, Shakespeare in Love and the King's Speech.
I knew Shakespeare in Love won.
So think about these questions that I have asked you so far. Remember, the theme lies in the questions. All right, so I'm going to pick up my edit here after my internet just completely died, and Lauren and David Lynch had time to think about it. What is the mystery tying these things together? I'm going to give you a couple seconds to think about this. Lauren and David had like 20 minutes while I rebooted my
modem. More like 15, but yeah, we had some extra time.
You got some time.
Didn't help me at all. I still don't know.
Okay. Once the time runs down, I'm going to say 3 things, and then you're going to know the theme. Are you ready? I'm going to say 3 things from questions, and you're going to know the theme. Okay. Are you ready?
Okay, yeah.
I'm ready.
Pee-wee, wet, rush.
Wet?
Peeing?
Just wet water things? No, is that not it?
No, that's not it. No, that's not it. It's a little it's simpler than that, but also maybe
Chris,
not.
I'm going crazy.
You got Paul Rubens, Ben Stiller, Hank Azaria, William H. Macy, Jeffrey Rush, Greg Kinnear. They were all in Mystery Men.
No,
for the mystery game.
Chris, no. Chris, no. No. Chris, no.
They were all in the
Cancel
mystery van.
Chris, I usually like coming on the show. I'm so mad today. I'm so mad today. I was like, oh, I figured it out. Jeffrey Rush, Pee Wee.
Aren't you glad?
Wet
Aren't you glad you waited 15 minutes for me? Are you glad you waited for me to sort out my tech issues so that that could happen? All right. Well, that brings us to the end of our last little bit of the game here. It's our post-credits blitz. The way it's going to work is I'm going to ask you three questions. Each question has 2 correct answers that are each worth 1 point, but there's also a decoy answer in there. There's a fake out, and if you pick that one, you get 0 points. So if you know one of the answers for sure and you don't want to gamble, you can just pick the one, hit submit, bank your points, or you can play for 2. Just know that you're rolling the dice if you don't know it for sure. All of these are going to in some way harken back to previous rounds. There's no more mysteries. They're just straight questions now, but there is one that I'm sure the phrasing of it will get you mad because it's a strange one. It's a strange question, but it's not this one. Here comes our first question. We talked about Pam Grier playing Jackie Brown and other title characters. Pam Grier also played title characters in which 2 blaxploitation films? And your options are Foxy Brown, Cleopatra Jones, and Coffee.
Coffee?
David, it's perfect. You would love this movie. It's not about coffee, the beverage.
Oh. Well, then, fuck it.
But it is one of the right answers.
It is one of the right. Lauren, do you know these 2?
She's not in Cleopatra Jones.
She's not in Cleopatra Jones. She is in Foxy Brown. She is Foxy Brown, and she is Coffee. Okay, so here comes the one that this one's weird, so don't get mad at me.
I'm already mad.
We talked about our first mystery was about Marvel character names being in other titles. That's what this one is about. The name of the Marvel character played by Anna Paquin appears in titles from which 2 film franchises? So you got to know her character's name and then know that word appears in the franchise in installments of which 2 franchises. Your options are Transformers, Star Wars, and Mission Impossible.
You have 2 kids. How do you have the time to figure this out?
I have a terrible brain and I neglect my children. I just say not now, honey. I give them like a bit. I give them just like a big hunk of cheese to gnaw on.
Honestly, maybe you're a great parent. Big hunk of cheese.
Do you guys? 2 questions here. Do you understand what I'm asking?
I do.
And do you know the answer?
No.
Okay.
I don't know the name of the Marvel character played by Anna Paquin, so no.
If I were to tell you her name is Rogue, would that help you?
Okay, so Rogue One for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And
Rogue Nation.
And Rogue Nation.
And Mission Impossible.
That's right. Yeah. Star Wars and Mission Impossible are your answers here. And here comes your final question of the game. Which 2 music artists make appearances in the film Mystery Men, in the movie itself? Your options are Smash Mouth, Tom Waits, and CeeLo Green.
Mr. Lynch, do you ever feel like deja vu happens to you in real life?
I do. I do feel that way, but I'm not feeling it now.
Your deja vu will be edited out. All right. So, Mr. Lynch, you have I have a feeling that you have a guess for this one.
I'm going to guess Tom Waits and CeeLo.
You are right. It is Tom Waits and CeeLo. Smash Mouth, the song All-Star. Actually, before Shrek, it was in Mystery Men. And they do the video and they edit themselves into them, like into clips of the movie, but they're not in the movie itself. All right. So hopefully everybody did well. That's the end of the game. We've made it all the way to the end. Hopefully this one was a more cancelable game than I anticipated.
Yeah.
But I greatly appreciate Lauren and Mr. Lynch being here today, dealing with my writing out my tech issues, all of that stuff. It was a blast as
Anytime,
always.
Chris.
Yeah.
Like I said, I am not working on a secret movie, so I'm free anytime to come back.
That would be fantastic. You are welcome at any time. And Lauren, of course, you too. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
I'm sorry that I broke
You broke
your brain.
You broke me. I'm not well. I'm not the same. There will be a moment in my life before this movie quiz.
There is a before
and
and an after, and it is tonight's
on the other
mystery
side,
game.
Yeah.
All right, so thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you everybody playing at home, whether you're playing on game night or you're watching later. It's greatly appreciated. This show is free, but I do accept tips. Like Lauren said, I have 2 kids, and this takes a lot of weird brain power. So tips are greatly appreciated. There's tipping buttons that you can use for Venmo or a credit card link, if you so choose. But have a great week. Next week is going to be Easter themed. So like rabbits, candy, maybe some religion. I don't know. So Easter is next week's game. So tune in and have a great week. Watch the movies, stay safe, and I will see you back here for more movie quiz. McClunky.